Well, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a blessed day. My garden's coming along fine. It's all bushy. I ain't seen any flowers on anything yet, except for my tomatoes. Uh, my one banana pepper plant got one banana pepper on it. uh, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's still early. I may still yet get a harvest out of it. I don't know. I mail ordered these plants. I didn't have a choice. It was too late in the year to start them inside. And I don't get a lot of sun out here, but it is what it is. There's some of my fellow YouTubers out there that are elderly and on disability like me. I received a letter in the mail from the IRS telling me that whether I had taxable income or not, I should still file my income tax. I ain't filed income tax in years. That I stand a chance of getting the stimulus, which can be $1,400. So I got a hold of the IRS because it was past the time to get a tax form in the post office and stuff, and I asked them to send me a couple, and they did, and I've been filling that out. I found it rather, pardon me, complicated with all the stuff there, but really when it come down to it, I didn't have a whole lot of information to put in there. So I got that done. I'm going to be mailing that out. So anybody else out there that fellow YouTuber or anything like that, and you're receiving disability, doesn't matter if it's taxable income or not, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and file for that, all right? Even though it's past the time getting it in, I could file for an extension, but I don't think I'm going to need to because I'm sure that they are backlogged. Now, I've tried to do it online, and I have a feeling that this is happening because it's backlogged. I'll get through the process of filling out information, and at some point during the process, the whole thing will freeze up on me, and it will say that I have left areas blank, which I haven't. It's just not taking it, and I think it's because their system is so overloaded with people filing online. So I'm just going to do mine at home and mail it in and hope for the best. That's all you can do. But I do have friends out there in YouTube that are fellow YouTubers that receive disability as well. And I just want to encourage you to go ahead and do that because you never know. All right? Because especially if you're disabled like me. All right? You on a limited income, everything is going sky high except for our limited income. So I'd like to encourage y'all to go ahead and do that. Because you probably qualify. And I really don't think it's going to matter if you get it in there late because they got to be backlogged. So, how you doing this morning, Victor? Let me see your puppy. Oh, you're getting so big and you look so good. Did you need a bowl? Yes, you do. Yeah, get the stick. Get the stick.
She's growing so much.
She sure has, and she looks a whole lot better than when you guys rescued her.
Yes,
You're doing a great job with her. You have a great day. All right. Well, I just want to encourage y'all to do that because, I mean, who knows if you get it, right? It sure would help. I know it would help me. My bank won't release the rest of my funds for me to pay my rent because it's pending. And they're telling me that I can't file a dispute as long as it's pending. And when I asked them, well, how long does that process take if the fraudulent transaction doesn't go through, how long can it be pending before I can file a dispute? And they won't tell me. Apparently they don't have a cutoff time, and it can be like indefinite. So I went over their heads, okay, because they're I do that if I have to. I went over their heads, and I went to the bank that they're affiliated with that's over the top of them. went to their website and filed a dispute. Because this is putting me in a position where I'm getting collection notices from management requesting the balance of my rent, which is like $285 with the late fee, and my bank won't do diddly, and she's required to give out so many of those collection notices, and then it goes to collection. Then she has to evict me, and well, yeah, I went over their head because this sounds like BS to me. I'm calling BS just because the merchant hasn't processed the fraudulent transaction for their merchandise doesn't mean that they should hurt me with it, Yeah, I've already checked into another bank and waiting on another card. All right, so it's a pretty big bank too, Meta, and I have an account with Ace Flare, and they're with Meta. They're actually by Meta, so yeah, I went over Ace Flare's head because this telling me that there's no cutoff date. It could be pending for infinity, and I'll never get my money back. Is what they're telling me. The guy said, "Well, if you get your money back," and I said, "If." I cut him off right quick. No, there's no if. I did not make that transaction. I need my money back in there. And they know the situation. And I've let MetaBank know the situation, the hardship this has caused me. Okay? And I expect to, you know how it is. I mean, you call somebody, you get passed around. And I've even been cut off. Been on hold forever. Being on the phone and doing paperwork is not my forte. I don't like that kind of stuff, but you do what you have to do. But I mean, I've spent probably 3 days actually more than that. This happened on the 4th, so I have spent well, at least 3 whole days on the phone constantly. So I went over their head, and they told me I couldn't even file a dispute. Yeah, well, when I went over their head, I found out that I could. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess I'm in what you call a tight spot, trying to wiggle myself out because I'm that away. Anyway, I hope y'all having a blessed day. And again, I'd like to encourage you, if you haven't, and you're disabled, senior, elderly, go ahead and file your taxes because you never know. And I don't think it's going to matter because it's late. They're overwhelmed anyway. It's worth a chance, right? I could use $1,400. I think it's $1,400 or up to $1,400. But anyway, I could surely use that. I really could. Anyway, it's 100 degrees here today in Little Rock, Arkansas. Or it's supposed to get up to 100 degrees. And that one thunderstorm we had was it. And we're all hoping for more, but it's not in the forecast. So y'all stay frosty today, and y'all have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.